Now washing clothes, or cooking, like how his mom used to do. Now the work is now doing by wife.
Mhm.
So, and the decisions
Huh.
of wife maybe influence the husband's decisions also. Uh, s- so, sorry for saying, sorry that I'm saying this. This is true.
No, no,
As I
it's
know,
okay. It's okay. It's okay. You can share.
my- so I guess this is true for some
Okay.
extent.
Okay. Okay. Right. Eon, Shardul, anything from you or Joy?
No, sir.
Nothing. Okay.
I
Being
really
totally
want to
neutral.
know, sir, from boys, like, is it true or is it gonna be true? That would be really nice to listen their opinion as well.
Yes. Yes. Somebody has texted in chat. I'm neutral on this. Okay. Shardul wants to, save himself. Okay. Fine. Fine. But yes, apart from this, humor has to be there in our life. It, definitely adds a very good ingredient. It, definitely reduces your any kind of stress. And it's all about your perception, if we say. For some people, marriage is such a beautiful thing, irrespective of girl or a boy, husband or wife. For for them, it is a good bond with each other, that connectness, that attachment, that relations, companionship, compatibility, everything. These people just enjoy all these things like anything. On the contrary, for some people, marriage is a very, very big issue for them for rest of the life. After once in a week, they have quarrels. They fight with each other like anything, just like a school going, kids. And that too for no reason. However, some people really do enjoy these quarrels. Once in a while, having this type of, quarrels or differences of opinion, it is absolutely okay. It is a very, very common story. But the intensity always matters. The frequency always matters. The duration of this particular, disputes, it really matters. And that's why only we have these points: the marriage and marital adjustment, whether we are really adjusting in our relationship or whether we have been forced to compromise oneself with other person in that relationship. So gradually we are also going to explore the vulnerable areas in marital adjustment and even in divorce. In counseling, these terms are so important because premarital counseling, post-marital counseling, it is important. So what exactly it is mean by marriage? As we all know that broadly speaking, two types of marriage are there: love and arrange. Then again, of course, based on that particular cultural background, religious practices, we can say that so many other types of marriages are there. But love marriage and arranged marriage, it is quite common in our society. Now, in most of the countries, cultures, states, even societies, castes, and all, love marriage is also, easily accepted, even if it is intercaste. In some cultures, it is still difficult to accept these things, but the thing is there. One of the tricky and a little bit controversial part related with some cultural values and practices, that is live-in relationship. Nowadays, youngsters, they first they just give it a try to self and even to others. Let's try, let's stay together for a month or so, for 2 months or so, and then we can actually decide whether we are really, you know, applicable, eligible to be in this relationship with each other or not. One of the recent thing that is that in last month from Pune only, I got a call for counseling. Those two mothers were so concerned about their children. A mother whose young guy isn't interested, falling in love with another girl, and both were in 10th standard right now. These two children, they have confessed to their mothers that we are going to marry with each other. We have decided. It's our firm decision. So being a mother, being a parent, they called and we were having online counseling because it was not possible at the time immediately to move from Nasik to Pune. In online session, I asked both of the mothers that if possible you can just stay away from the out of the room so that we all three can have a very free interaction with each other. So they accepted and they went. After half an hour, I just asked them that, so what you have exactly planned? 10 standard, hardly 14-year-old students. They said that we have a plan to go for living relationship for at least 2 to 6 months, and then in future we will decide. So whether it is appropriate to get married or not. So see how cultures, changing lifestyles, interests, exposure to media, and so many things, which now starting affecting and reflecting through these choices, these particular preferences. I would like to ask this particular question, not in the public, but I would like to ask you that just try to give it a thought to yourself. What exactly is the reason to get married? So for some people, it is like to have a good companionship, to have a good compatibility, so they get married. For some people, this is just a common routine that now we have done with our education and other basic responsibilities. Now we have done with it, so now we are eligible to get married. With this approach, some people enter into this state. For some other group, it is like now it is the correct time considering their age bar. Now they are about 25 or about 30 or so. So now it is the appropriate time respecting to that particular cultural practices, religious things also. So they do get or they step into it. And for some other people, even if they personally don't want to get into a relationship, but just because of family pressure, they have been forced to get married. Otherwise, they are having some different plans, but they have been forced. Through scientific research, it has been found that some couples enter marriage with very different and often unrealistic expectations towards self and towards the partner. And that plays a very, very crucial role in marital adjustment. So we are studying this term under the main heading of psychology of adjustment. And that's why, so now if you can, correlate the missing dots within these chapters, gender role, expectations, male role, challenges, female role, its challenges, advantage, and other things we have studied in second chapter. And now in third chapter, we are studying marriage, the marital adjustment, intimacy, divorce, reasons for it also. Unrealistic expectations about typical roles of being husband means I am going to behave in this way, or I am, or I will getting this ABC kind of treatment from my partner also. Same thing with even wife, that being a housewife or even with a working woman. I must get, what I want in this particular desired way. These unrealistic expectations starts affecting our adjustment level. And when the same pattern remains continue for a year or so, then it increases the chances for getting divorce. In English, it says that all the problems of life are the problems of harmony only. If any one of these two people constantly they are having unrealistic expectations, then ultimate result, it will be divorce only. Now, first and foremost, I would like to ask you that apart from these particular 4 or 5 reasons, have you ever come across any other reason, any other thought for somebody to get married with other person? Any other reason? Yes, anyone? Why do you want to get married? If I ask you the same question, your answer will be Rosli.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I haven't thought about marriage, so
Haven't thought about.
I
Okay.
haven't thought about this even
Uh-huh.
the topic, but this is really new that I'm learning.
Okay. 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 Fine.
But I think, sir, people do get married because, of course, that you mentioned about the companionship. Like at the end of the day, you will get someone beside you whom you can share everything, like your good moment or the bad moment. And also, when you will become old, like
Yes.
then you will get the partnership to share your moments.
Correct.
That much I can able to think if someone say about marriage.
Yes. Yes. Fine. Correct. In addition to this, Recently, I read a book. It is about your marriage only. It is written by a South Indian uh, psychiatrist, Nagaswamy, I think, the name of the author. I will get back to you on this. But the thing which I can recollect. So when I was preparing some notes for this chapter, in that book, the first half, it is completely based on four pillars of a successful marriage. As our main topic is about marital adjustment. So with that, perspective, these four pillars of a successful marriage, it is very, very important to know. These are the four. Love. Not only the biological love as such, or having frequent sexual interactions also, but apart from that, that attachment, that bond, that connectedness, as she said, uh, strong need of another person to be in that particular relationship, so that we can share and also we can listen the other person. That acceptance, it is most important. So the love, it is important to have a successful marriage. Second core ingredient, core important pillar, backbone of a successful marriage is respect. How you respect to your partner, it is very, very essential. Marriage or marital life, it is like your identity. One of my another senior colleague once, she said that two things are most important in our life to have stability. The first one is career and another one is marriage. If the person is happy with these two, he or she can bear with anyhow, any challenge, any circumstances, any problems. And for that, ability to give respect, willingness to give respect to your partner, and also experiencing, not the expecting, but experiencing that respect, that acceptance from the partner, that really adds on your psychological well-being. If all the other things are there, having a very luxurious life, having a very good social image also, but only the thing is that you are not getting accepted, you are not getting respect by your partner, then it is like having everything but still missing everything. The third thing is intimacy. Of course, not only physical. Physical intimacy, it is just a part, it is just one of the shade to express your love. Sex, it is also equally important in a marriage, but it is not the thing which completes the marriage. Rather than that, psychological intimacy, how far these two people are close to each other psychologically, that needs to be understood. So this is what is called as intimacy in with reference to marriage. And fourth, foremost important part, that is trust. Oblique, I would like to add the word that is faith. Do you really have a faith on your partner? Do you really trust to your partner that whatever he or she is doing should be, can be, is going to be best? If all these things are there, then only we can support to each other. Then only we can expect support from each other. Having a successful to have successful marriage, both of them needs to invest these four virtues first. then only they can expect in return. If all these things are there, then of course, so we can say it is adjustment, because both are willing to do anything for each other. It is not the thing that the one is forcing the other, or the one is trying to dominate the other one, that you have to do this for me because I am the kingmaker, or I'm the head of the family also. But supporting, having and even unconditional acceptance, it is very, very essential. And then if it is there, then it is good. But if it is not, then on Monday in detail we are going to discuss about Erik Erikson's theory with reference to this particular point. So what he said, that during 18 to 35, psychological struggle is there for each and everybody. Intimacy versus isolation. Already we have spoke about psychological intimacy. But if this psychological intimacy it is missing, then being in a relationship, both or anyone can start experiencing psychological isolation. And that leads to divorce. Lack of satisfaction, lack of that connect also. But if that psychological intimacy is there, experiencing by both the partners, then yes, the basic psychological strength which both can experience, called as love. And so this theory and some another point related to divorce and having some, these struggle, as I said, that independence versus dependence, intimacy versus isolation, and the third thing is cooperation versus competition. And plus, what exactly mean by family? So marital adjustment, theories for maladjustment, then effectiveness, stages, and even transitions. So with reference to marriage, marital adjustment, stress, divorce, and the role of psychology, we need to understand these 8 stages. So married couple, childbearing family, preschool children, school children, teenagers, launching children, even middle age, and then aging family members. These 8 stages, and in accordingly, what are the particular transitions to be achieved by both of these people. So everything we will discuss on Monday. Is that okay? Have you followed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So we'll continue on Monday. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Yes.
sir.
Thank you,
Have a good day.
sir. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Yes.